Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
So guys, today we're going to make a wig. This is beginner friendly. It is really good. In here I'm having a wig cap, but it's the mesh one. What I did though, I'm going to give you some tricks for beginners. First and foremost, that's not a wig dome. It's actually a foam that you can put on a wig, but I'll teach you how you can use this instead if you don't have a wig dome, which would be the right thing to use. I went ahead and with this wig cap I put it on, and then I'll use some common pins instead of the T-pins. If you don't have them, that's why I'm giving you all the tricks you can use instead of going out and buy any items to make your wig. I ensure to stretch it as far as possible, and I pin down each corner of the wig cap. So I go right to the back of the ears there. I do the front. I tug on it because this is not, it's not a wig dome. We want to ensure that we get a perfect fit. So this is a closure wig. I went ahead and dyed the roots. I can show you how to do that. It's simple. It's like when you're dyeing a hair. So I dyed the roots and to give that natural look. Then I will be sewing the closure first. We'll be putting about 2 inches past the wig cap, so we have that mesh hanging over where we're going to apply the baby hair. We're going to go ahead and use the common pins and pin down that closure very tightly. We're going to spread it in each corner, so we're going to pin down every corner and anything that look like it has any space or gap in between. So I'll definitely tell you to really pull on it. So you can look, I went ahead and I ensure that the pin were well fastened. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use some human hair, which is in the inch 222 and 18, along with the closure is 14. Alright, so we're going to needle the thread. I'll go ahead and put a knot on the end of the thread to get the area of it to be perfect. We're going to start with the needle from top and under, and when we're there we're going to wrap the thread around the needle 2 times to lock it, or we can actually do the natural sewing where you put through the needle, then ensure that the needle goes through the thread, and that will also knot the thread. All right, so we'll do this procedure straight around the closure and ensure that it's tightened. What we want to do is ensure to sew the closure as tight as possible, so very close, and as soon as I reach a common pin, I'll remove the common pin and sew. So when you're looking there, you realize it is tightly sewed because we want that to have a smooth finish, so when we sew the other hair on it, it won't be knotted. So I give you a closer look to see how I achieve the sewing. You can see from this angle how the sewing goes. So I take my, ensure you put the thread forward and put the needle through and under, over, and then pull on it, and it will automatically have a seal and a knot. Enjoy the rest of this, and then we get back into the other remaining steps. So for this area, you can use any tape that you like. As I said, you don't need to go out of your way to get items for this that you already have. So I went ahead and I taped the areas that we're going to sew, and the tape is basically a representative of where the hair is going to line, say a finger size with each. So wherever you see the tape, that's where I'm going to sew. And also, if there is any space that is in between and you have hair left over, then you can run back through those and sew it. So you will see where I decided to remove one of those pins, and I'll do the same sewing technique here. Continue to watch this video to see how it's achieved. So we're approaching the ending. You can see that we already had the wefts. So for this area, we want a very close seal. Use the safety pin to guide you along the way. It helps majorly. I want you to watch this part carefully to see how it's been sewed to the closure to ensure that it has a seamless look. So here's a full view of the hair, and to see how it was well put together. Now we can comb down the closure, and we can have a middle part and a 3/4 semi-quarter side part with this closure based on how it's sewn. Okay, so we're going to remove all the safety pins from the foam head, and to get to remove the mesh area that the closure is in, because you want a very when you're installing the hair, you want it to have a very natural look. Look at that. Look at the wig. Yes. And well, I'm being a fool. Alright, so I turn it over, then you can see the wig pattern where I have that empty area where the closure is. We're going to cut it out, so when we're installing the hair, we'll have that clear like it's on your scalp effects. Okay, once we're finished with that, then I'm going to add a
Elastic.
What I did was I measure it from my ears to where the closure starts and ends at the side there. Then I'll stretch the elastic band to ensure that it's tight. Then I'll cut it. For the sewing, I'll sew one side, then I'll actually bend it over, because when you're putting it on, you want it to flush. And that's the finished look, guys. I will do a video on how it is installed on my hair and how it has come out to show you the beauty of this. As I said, it's beginner friendly, it's easy, you didn't have to get a lot of things. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always share with your friends and family. And I'll see you in another video. Bye guys.